You said bitches are your sons. What sons do you have in this industry? Your ugly ass couldn't even get a trans woman to look at you, take a second look at your ugly ass. And like I told you earlier, go play in oncoming traffic.
This is Keela Bees. She is a rapper based out of Atlanta, originally from Florida. I've been listening to her music for a very long time. I love her music. Came out with her most recent project in July. There was a song that she dropped that I love to death that clearly sounds similar to another song that Megan and the City Girls made. I don't know. Let's listen to it first.
Your girl Keela Beach, y'all already know what time it is, and I'm just coming to.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to the B.rose Show. It's your boy B.rose, and you already know I stay coming for you. House. Period.
Hi. I literally forgot my whole intro. Hey, how you doing?
Not that you forgot the whole intro.
Nigga, oh.
The whole intro, baby.
Whole intro. Mirage 2004. I am always and forever with the shits. I think that's what
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all can tune in to the B.rose Show. We used to be over there on the B.rose channel, and now we're here with Volume TV. All right. And you can catch us here every night, Monday through Friday, 9:30 color people time. I mean, Eastern Standard Time. So we already know why we're here tonight, okay? For the main topic. But we'll get into that later. So we're just going to get into some trending topics starting from last week. Not the sip. Starting from last week, baby. We're going to talk about Mr. Jackson. Now, a lot of people didn't know who he was until he went viral with this situation with his wife. But I knew who he was. I had seen his videos before. Honestly, he is a very handsome man. I will say myself. So I definitely do will say that. But that's really all I saw out of the videos. I didn't really too much care about what he was talking about because it was like relationship stuff that I didn't care anything about. I'm not there, so I can't really relate. But he was holding his wife's hand, and they did a live video, and he did a confession, just basically expressing to his audience about what transacted. And yeah, let's take a look at that video, and y'all check it out. Give us your feedback, and then we're going to get into a little bit of commentary from the internet because y'all know they told his ass up, okay, on the internet, and would not let him, and especially his wife, baby, they would not let her live for nothing. So I just think that was hilarious. Hilarious, baby. All right, are we there yet? Uh-oh. So we're just gonna watch 1 minute of this video. Ain't nobody got time to be watching the whole thing. So just so y'all can get a gist of what is going on.
What's going on, guys? Derek Jackson here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae. And we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derek Jackson was involved with other women. outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with. But without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out. Definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now. Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God. Then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time or any length of time to any extent, and think that I can't be held accountable. The same way that I preach, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jackson is no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make.
All right, that's enough. I've had enough. I watched the majority of the video. Don't want to rewatch it. So that was just a small clip of the video. And that was just, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, they talked about like the wife's appearance and stuff like that. And I'm not going to lie, she did look a little bit funny. She did look a little bit funny. And she could have came better. She could have really came better with that doggone bonnet on her head, baby. Well, I'm sorry. They said it wasn't a bonnet. It was some one of those little beanie hats or whatever it was. Either way, she looked a mess.
We know that she looked goddamn if it was a New York Nets hat, bitch. You looked homely. Okay? And I'm saying that as I'm sitting in my home with my head looking like my cat been played at the top of it, okay? Mama, you look homely, okay? You look like a damn fool sitting up there. That agrees.
Oh my gosh! So I'm gonna show y'all some of the gags on Twitter because it was just they was taking this man out on Twitter, baby. They would not let him live. And y'all sign off in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think that it was? Do y'all think that he really? Do y'all really think he gonna be faithful now? Y'all think because he came to the world, he gonna be faithful, like, or that he came to his wife and got caught, that he gonna be faithful? For real, he got caught. That's why he confessed. He got caught.
You know why he ain't gonna be faithful?
Why?
Because a day or two later, he posted a reaction video to that video, and he was filming it outside Chick house.
That's what Tasha K posted, wasn't it? And then she posted like a lot of the videos where you can actually see like he in that same exact area every time. Every time.
Nigga ain't shit though. This how you knew his nigga ass wasn't shit. This nigga was height fishing. He was height catfishing.
What you mean?
He knew exactly how to position the camera in front of him, to position or to make himself look like he was like 6 foot something. Wait a minute, hold on. I have the numbers. Wait a second.
Oh my gosh, you and this height thing. Oh my gosh, you are killing me. So y'all look at this meme. Dating a Christian woman. All right, dating a Christian woman is the best. I cheat, she finds out, we pray together and blame the devil.
Wait, what?
Hold on. It says, dating a Christian woman is the best. I cheat, she finds out, we pray together and blame the devil. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I got another one. Hold on. Y'all gotta see this one. Uh-oh.
I just don't have time for foolery and fooling my head.
Certain things, or I can preach certain things and then live my life another way. You know, that was never my plan. Well, it was my plan, but my plan was never for y'all to find out. You know, I was just hoping everybody would just mind their business. Don't forget to buy my book also. It's the first link in the description. Just because I'm living wrong don't mean the book won't help you live right. Or I can preach certain things.
I thought that was a longer clip, but that video in its entirety was freaking hilarious. But in between the clowning videos, Tasha K continuing to put all of these other different things out and exposing him, baby, they won't let baby live. And then his wife's appearance, all of that is just a mess.
You know what? Okay. He's a piece of shit. We know that much. But yes, I feel as though in a marriage, nobody should tell you what you will accept and what you won't accept and what you can get over and what you can't get over. But sugar plum, lamb chop, honeydew, dumpling, kumquat. You got your ass. First of all, you mean to tell me that you didn't stop and think thousands of people gonna be watching this? Let me go put on my good shit so I can look at. Or maybe was she trying to play I'm the battered woman, the victim or whatever, and the woe is me. But bitch, you tried to play that. But then if you were gonna play that, bitch, you need to have played that role through. Because then you felt some type of way because bitches was clowning your fashions and that ugly ass whatever ski cap you had on your head. So you gonna get on a live or whatever the fuck you was on. Come on. You see a bonnet, I see the helmet. You see a camo sweater, I see
the body of armor.
She said, I see righteousness. Baby girl, no! No! I see a fool. That's what I see. Because you knew he was selling fucking snake oil. See, that's why I don't feel sorry, because you knew he was selling fucking snake oil. And I guarantee you knew this shit, because just like y'all said, this shit had been happening and y'all so-called had got over this. No, bitch, you was just okay with him doing this shit as long as he didn't get caught. That's what the fuck it was. Let's call a thing, people. That's what it was. So now that it came out, Tasha K spilled all y'all shit. And then the other side chick said, nah, bitch, you ain't finna have me continuously looking like a fool. I'm finna put your ass on board because I got this motherfucking tax write-off at the goddamn house. And you think you finna treat my baby like a motherfucking mistake? Hell no. So, ma'am, what you should have done was continuously play victim and left his ass. But see, you end up looking foolish because see what you're teaching people to make an excuse for staying in shitty situations by using the Bible. Okay? First of all, you allowed that man to sell bullshit, lies, hopes, and dreams. All these years, you knew ain't no motherfucking way you telling me this nigga is sitting up here doing all this shit and you don't know that he telling a bald-faced lie. First of all, again, he was hype fishing. This motherfucker was positioning the camera so he could look over 6 feet tall. And this motherfucker, what is he, 5'8"?
You are killing me. You are killing me with this hype fish. Let's move on to the next topic.
Real motherfucking thing. Don't fucking play with me, okay? Okay? You're not gonna sit up here and get on Beyonce's internet and tell people or give the illusion.
We're moving on to the next topic, y'all. All right.
Fuck out of here.
All right, next topic, y'all. Next topic. So we already know that Lil Nas X is storming the internet, okay, for the past couple of days. and he released a video. First of all, he released a video called Montero, which is his birth name. And then he also released a pair of Nikes that have 1 drop of human blood in them. And they sold out within the minutes of him posting them. And they were $1,000 something per pair. Anybody that got a chance to see the video was so dope. Okay. The video was super, super dope. It was creative genius, like on crack. Like it was like creative genius on crack. And I just loved it. I do want to show y'all this clip of him discussing and having a apology video. He is that's another thing people need to like catch on and get about him. Like he's a troll. He is a real life troll. And I'm actually going to pull up his Twitter so that way everybody can see it, because when I say he's a real life troll, he trolls all the time. So for him to do a visual and do all of these different things to hype up his visual is not abnormal at all.
Okay, guys, I see everybody's been talking about this shoe, and I just want to come forward and say,
okay, let's try.
So that was just some of the visual. I couldn't continue to play the music because they'll block us here on YouTube. So I didn't add the music, all of the music in. But y'all can see why people are assuming that he worships the devil. They're assuming why he just is doing the utmost and is completely absurd with his video. I don't think anything was wrong with it. I think that he is just a big troll. He's just now getting comfortable with his sexuality and being open. Even though he came out, some time ago, he still had to have a certain amount of comfortability to even move forward to do something like this. He was very feminine in a lot of these scenes. Like he had a lot of femininity inside a lot of these scenes, and he was doing a lot of stuff that was like outside of his comfort zone. So I give him kudos for this video. I think it was super dope. The sneaker thing with the drop of blood, he can keep that, but but good job to Lil Nas X, and I just want him to continue doing his thing because he is a creative genius, and I can't wait to work with him one day. What you thinking?
Listen. Look, y'all should have caught my reaction to the first time I watched this shit. Like I'm watching. I'm like, okay, this is pretty. Like it's a Greek retelling of Greek mythology, a Greek story, whatever. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. You gonna slide on down that pole? Wait a minute. Okay, we're going into the underworld. Okay.
I honestly wasn't even like.
When he got to that part where he was lap dancing, I was like, oh no, let me cut this off. Oh hell no. Look. Let me tell you something. And all y'all new people can say whatever the fuck y'all want. I don't care. You can kiss my ass, suck my dick from the back. I don't give a fuck. As for me, okay, I personally felt uncomfortable when he was lap dancing and doing whatever with the devil. I'm just like, okay, all right. It just made me feel uncomfortable, but I enjoyed the song. I thought the cinematography and artistry of that whole video was beautiful. It was very creative. Actually, what's really weird is, although I wouldn't wear them, because there's no way in hell I'm coming in my mama's house with no shoes that got 666 on them. It ain't happening. She'll start pleading the blood of Jesus at the door. But I need people to be very smart. You cannot legally sell shoes with human liquid in it that is blood. You can't do that.
Why you say that he legally can't do that?
You can't legally sell an item. You can't sell blood like that. You can't sell something with blood in it. Like you
You
can't
have a license or something?
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of legality that you have to go through to do that. I think a lot of this is just marketing for him to say that. Even if it is marketing, I'm not wearing shoes with that pentagram and that demonic symbol on it because just my luck, you put them bitches in your house and shit start acting real freaky. That's on you. Um, what I do not appreciate is the droves of hypocrites. All of a sudden, everybody a Christian now. All of a sudden, y'all
be thinking about the Lord. Because, baby, you wasn't thinking about the Lord yesterday. You wasn't thinking about the Lord the day before.
Billie Eilish put out a song and a video that she did the exact same thing, was walking around like a demon. You weren't thinking about it then.
It's because he's black.
It's because he's black, and it's because he gets it two ways. No, one, he's black. Number two, he's gay. That's one thing white people, the white community and the black community, for a lot of the black community and white community can agree on. We ain't dealing with the gay when it comes to black men. We ain't dealing with the gay. Black people are one of the probably, I'll almost go, it's probably the most homophobic race there is out there. I probably would go as far as to say that.
It is. I don't. Let me tell you something. I've never in my life experienced no type of ill will or no ill hate from no white people in the streets.
That's true.
Never.
It's true.
Every time I've had an issue with somebody that had an issue with me being gay or like, saying nasty things to me, they have been black people.
That's
black
true.
People. They're the most hypocritical. The most.
I've never been called faggot or anything to my face. I mean, come on. Who gone? Seriously? You're not even gonna try me like that, bro. You said it to me online. I don't care, because when you say it online, the only thing I'm gonna say back is, "Well, come see about me."
I've never gotten that type of hate online. Never.
I feel as though he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do with this song. It's interesting. I see a lot of celebrities, black celebrities, talking about, "Oh, I don't play with the devil" and everything else. Even Cardi B, of all fucking peoples, and I don't give a fuck. You can call me a hater. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Again, suck my dick from the back hole. Cardi fucking B talking about something. Y'all keep me out of this. I don't play with the devil like that. I believe in Jesus. You so religious, but you bust your pussy wide open on stage. 6, 7, 8 months pregnant, and you was on the Coachella stage with your ass on the people. You still rapping on a song talking about a bitch breath smell like horse sex. Girl, shut the fuck up. Y'all one and the same people, ho. Jocelyn Hernandez came out and said that's some weird satanic shit. Bitch, lest we forget that a couple years ago, you was at a microphone in some, I don't know who put you in a recording studio, talking about something. I want that nut nigga get in my belly, cracked out, coked up. Mama, wrong conversation.
Yeah,
y'all one in the same.
I agree.
And for the people that keep black people want to, or everybody wants to run to this, what about the children? Fuck them kids. Y'all weren't worried about them kids. If you was worried about them kids, you'd have really listened to the lyrics of Old Town Road. As he said, in Old Town Road, he talked about adultery and lean. Where was your issue then? These kids listen to...
They was dancing to it all.
Exactly. They listen to heavy metal. They listen to all these other artists out here that got cursing and talk about sex and drugs and all that type of shit. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Let's be honest. The only reason y'all so upset because it's a black gay boy or whatever, and he's pushing the envelope. After I read about what he was trying to, convey, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I still can't watch that little part. I ain't doing it. I don't want shit coming through my computer screen, bitch. You ain't gonna get me. Okay? It ain't happening. I just,
I feel you.
But y'all need to cut it the fuck out. Like, seriously, cut it out.
Yeah. I can't believe that so many people had things to say. Like, it just, like, what was the reason to speak out on it? Like, if anything, like I said, it's more free promo for him, okay? Because all people gonna do is go and watch the video and run his views up. So
exactly.
Yeah, baby, I saw on the analytics, baby, in one day he had 2 billion views. People think that he got a lot of views, baby, on his channel overall, because I can see the analytics, baby, 1 billion.
He's still number one.
On 1 billion views, baby.
On iTunes, he is still number one. Like, let this shit go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show y'all.
A lot of y'all hip hop heads are huge fans of a group called 3-6 Mafia.
Hello.
DMX did a really like demonic album at one time. Like, just let this shit go. Back in the day, like, you still have that like hardcore Metallica heavy metal shit that sounds like fucking demonic chanting, but that's okay. Now get the fuck on out of here.
So check this out, baby. He done made the news. Wow, he just posted this. He made the news. So he made the news. And if anybody else looks at Lil Nas X's Twitter, like, he's a real life human troll. Look, me and Satan on the way to Nike headquarters.
He's always been a troll. Y'all forget what he used to do? He used to be a barb, he's still a barb child. But he used to be a barb troll, one of those people that would go under people's posts and drag them if they said anything wrong about Nicki Minaj. He no different than 6ix9ine.
He's no different than none of them, for sure. He said y'all spent 5 days discussing a nigga who wore this in public. Oh my gosh. Bro, then he said, I'm gonna put Kirk Franklin on the Call Me By Your Name remix to even it out, you guys. That one
Kirk Franklin might want to do that right now to get a little help.
That one took me out, okay? That one took me all the way out.
It's funny. I just think it's just so stupid how people act or how people pick and choose when they want to be religious.
Yeah, I'm so used to it by now. Like, with all of I'm used to it. I'm so used to it. It don't even bother me no more. Like, I expected that they weren't gonna allow this young man to just thrive and, you know what I'm saying, and do his thing, because he definitely did his thing. And guess what? Most people wouldn't even be able to pull this off. They wouldn't even be able to pull it off, baby. You don't have the budget. You don't have the creativity. Like, people just don't have it. And for him, he's a it thing. Like, he has it. Like, he has it. He has it down packed to a T. And
dude from 112 came out trying to preach and tell what people, sir, you don't be thinking that when you be in strip clubs and girls have their assholes bent all over your face. Shut the fuck up. Who else came out and had some shit to say? Alexa Scott, girl. Match.
Last one that need to be talking.
Masika Felicia, shut it up. Y'all slut monkeys. Y'all are slut monkeys, literally slut monkeys. Shut it up. Hush. Okay? And then
All right.
you don't need to be watching it. Why the fuck are your children watching it in the first place? You know why? Because you in every different city thotting and bopping and hoe hopping while your child at home by themselves.
There are no parental controls. Most parents are not controlling what their kids are watching. That's another reason why I don't want no kids. Okay, I don't want to be policing nobody or nothing.
Do you realize back in the day, my mom and my dad had us such under lock and key that the TV, we could only go to certain channels on the TV, and if it was any channel that they didn't want us to go on, it had a password protection on it. Now, if they could do that back when I was in middle and high school, you know you can do way better nowadays. Like, y'all gotta stop this shit. Stop trying to get everybody else to raise your kids but you. If I ain't getting a piece of that tax write-off, hoe, bye. Fuck your kids.
All right, we can move on to the next topic.
Send me the stimmy.
Moving on to the next topic of the night. So, Arkansas Senate passes a bill to ban gender affirming health care for trans youth. And I had to pull up an article just to make sure that I clarified, and I read through it or whatever to make sure I could clarify exactly what the bill meant. So hold on 1 second. Can y'all see? Can you see? Or no? Can you see?
Me and you.
Okay, there we go. All right. So, I do not want to see him. Ew. Okay, I don't want to see him. Anyways, so the Arkansas Senate passed a bill Monday that would ban access to gender-affirming care for transgender minors, including reversible puberty blockers and hormones. The bill now heads to Governor Hutchinson, a Republican, unless he vetoes it. Arkansas will become the first state to ban gender-affirming care for trans youth. The bill is one of the two types of legislation being considered in more than 24 states, measures that ban or restrict access to gender-affirming care for trans minors and those that ban trans young people from competing in school sports teams of their gender identity. So I was doing some research. I forgot exactly the name of the transgender woman that Biden appointed, but they were having a meeting about it, and what he was discussing was that when you put children at a young age on puberty blockers or hormones, that pretty much stops their puberty and stop them from really being able to reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. I don't think that children should be allowed to be doing anything chemically to their body. Like, I think it's one thing for you to allow your child to dress a certain way or do whatever they want to do and be comfortable, play with whatever toys they feel comfortable, allow them to do those things. But I just don't see that children know anything about hormones to be able to speak and open their mouth to say, oh, I want hormones. And even at the point that they do get of age to understand what those things are, you allow them to make that decision at 18, not allow them to make that decision at a young age without a parent. That just doesn't make any sense.
It's hard for me to discuss this because I'm not a trans person.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to imagine how it feels to wake up every day and not feel like you're in the right body and have to mentally go through that. I do feel as though some parents are just doing the best they can. And not saying that kids should have to suffer, but you have to take into consideration there is no rule book and handbook on being a parent.
Correct.
Your job is to make sure your child becomes an upstanding citizen. Them being transgender, does not stop them from being an upstanding citizen. Um, I also think, again, the black community, who is the most vocal about it, they need to do more research on stuff. Um, Gender does not equal sexuality.
Correct.
I don't like to use this person because I still to this day think this person was a fame whore. But Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner transitioned to a woman, but still liked women. So basically, Caitlyn Jenner transitioned to a lesbian. I guess
I mean, that's the truth. That's
let's do
exactly
it.
that's the truth.
Um,
I thought it was weird, but I mean,
I think it is
there's
it's
definitely a
extremely
difference in between
ignorant.
us.
It's extremely ignorant when people like Boosie, Lil Mama Glass, and that guy she was talking to gets on IG Live and say, y'all are cutting their genitals. They shouldn't be doing that. You know what? Let me show you a tutorial. iPhone, Safari, Google is Google. You go to Google, Google will help you find anything the fuck. Oh, shit. Can't get my shit together. Google will help you find any fucking thing you need. You can go to Google and look up any fucking thing that you need to look up. There is no excuse for you to be walking around ignorant of the shit that you claim to talk about. Don't talk about shit unless you're knowledgeable about it. And then, oh, I knew this person who transitioned and then want to transition back. This is how you call a person out and tell that they're lying and make them shame. What you say is, oh, can you send me that article? I want to educate myself on that. I guarantee you the first thing they'll say, oh, I have to find it. It was a while ago. Bitch, if you really passionate about something, you don't want people to do this because this happens or whatever, you know bitches ask for receipts. I'm a person that it ain't shit I could say. If I tell you something, I'm always on ready for you to say, you ain't got no proof. I can go right into the little receipt bin and
Yeah.
pull out the receipt. So y'all
I
gotta
mean,
stop.
I thought that was really ignorant for them to even discuss the topic without a trans person on the line. Like,
Nobody even asked them.
To me, right? Nobody asked them. But my thing is, if you were gonna have that type of conversation and it be that deep, you should definitely speak out, and I mean, you should definitely find somebody of that community that can really shed light on it. And I really didn't appreciate the pedophilia talk in between.
I hate when they associate being gay with being a pedophilia because, as a matter of fact, majority of the men who are pedophiles are straight men.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Let's just be honest. Let's keep it real.
And that's the truth. So they can.
We don't want to talk about that. And you know it is because you knew your uncle used to touch your cousin. And she got pregnant by him and the family just shushed up and kept it on the low.
And who do you hear about? And who do you hear about touching on kids the most is getting in trouble? Priests and preachers. And,
but we don't want to talk about that.
Right. People that we claim to appoint to be people of leadership.
Case in point. A lot of people didn't know. A lot of people were shocked when they watched the Aretha Franklin Genius series. And a lot of people did not know that her first baby daddy was her father when she was
I saw a little bit of that.
12 years old. A lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, so I thought that I'm glad that they brought that to the light for sure. Ooh, excuse me, baby. We only got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. We got. Okay. Let me move on. We are going to finish this little clip that we was playing earlier.
y'all, just to give y'all a rundown what has been brought to my attention.
Oh
Excuse
no.
my nails, I'm about to go get my nails done. But anyway, Megan Thee Stallion just dropped out her album.
That ain't the one I'm looking for.
Called Good News. And I love it. I fuck with Megan Thee Stallion. I love Megan Thee Stallion. So there was a song featuring the City Girls called Do It On The Tip. And my friends and my fans sending it to me, and I'm like, okay. So let me go take the time out and listen. And I listen to it, and I'm like, hold up. Bitch, this my song. So, and it's not to say that, okay, Megan Thee Stallion stole my song or whatever the case may be, because I understand that people have ghostwriters and hooks are brought to people for them to write verses. So she probably ain't know nothing about my song. And this is not to bash her, because I wouldn't want to do that, because I really like her as an artist. But it's just, it just really honestly kind of made me feel some type of way with being an independent artist, that I get overlooked when it comes to the music that I have, because this is not the first time that I felt like something has been taken away from me that I created. And I'm going to just go ahead and play y'all a sample of her song, Do It On The Tip, and a sample of my song, With The Shit, so y'all can get an understanding of what I'm talking about.
I do think it sounds very similar, but I do not think Meg had anything to do with it. I think whoever brought her that beat probably did. And I'm glad she prefaced it by saying this is not an attack on Meg, because I'm glad she kept saying that, because the blogs would have taken that and tried to splice that video up and made it seem like she was coming for Meg. But I'm glad she kept reiterating the fact that this has nothing to do with Meg, and I don't think she even knew about my song. I actually been back and forth with this guy on there, on that post today, because he just blurts out and goes, "That's a man," and I'm like, it's always you ugly ass niggas that got to come on here and spew some ignorant bullshit.
Yeah, it is. And I had to, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little offended in some comments on YouTube, and I said some shit to some other people too, but you know how that go. I already knew that shit. I definitely knew that shit was coming too. I mean, it is what it is. And she also spoke out on it, and said like, hey, I'm a transgender woman, So I mean, I appreciate her for saying that, but I knew that people were going to go at it and come at it.
It doesn't matter. Music is music.
Period.
Like, if y'all only knew, some of the hottest songs out there were written by the fags. I mean, come on now. So
I'm with A, man. I don't think Meg Thee Stallion had anything to do with that. It's the people, I guess, in her camp, which probably need to be dealt with accordingly. Because it just looks bad, even though it wasn't, her fault.
It is Meg's job to make it right, because you are the artist. So it's your job to, I would say, contact Keela Bees, maybe do a song with her or whatever, or add her to that track. Hell, you might just get a hit out of that. You add her to it, because as we've discussed before, we are not that moved by Megan.
Your face.
Your recipe calls for mushrooms. Don't take the shortcut with the canned variety. The FDA allows a certain number of maggots per can, and that number is A, 10, B, 20, C, 25, or D, 11.
Coming for you all, 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 coming for you all.
All right, y'all. That was just a little flashback of the real B.rose Show. Now we are here on the B.rose Show, exclusively on Volume TV. So make sure you tune in with us every night, 9:30, Eastern Standard Time. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy B.rose, and I stay coming for you
Man, y'all get the fuck up on out of here. We'll see y'all next time. Tell your mama and them we said hey.